What's up, everybody? This is Josh back here once again with another meet and greet video. This will be the last one um, from the meet and greet that I went to in Fort Wayne, Indiana this past weekend. I got four more guys to go over that I met. All nice guys, uh, but yeah, let's jump into it. All right, and talk about some of these guys that we met over the week that I met over the weekend. Um, here's one. Here's an 8x10 from Scotty to Hotty. As you can see it up there, it says to Josh, thanks. Scotty to Hotty. Um, wasn't really, he was funny, I guess, but he wasn't really one of my favorite guys either. But I never had the opportunity to meet him. I always said I would meet him before I met Brian Christopher. Just because I know Brian Christopher, how he acts in the independent scene in the locker rooms and stuff. But when I met Scotty to Hotty, man, he was a real quiet dude. But like, the thing about when I got his autograph, he acted like he was real surprised that people were coming to get his autograph. But he was really quiet, real laid back, a real good dude. I asked him about wrestling now. He says he wrestles in the Indies from time to time, but he does a lot of the meet and greet deals. But yeah, cool guy. I'd say if I seen him again, I'd meet him. Scotty Tuhati. Now his brother Brian, or his brother, his tag team partner from Too Cool, Brian Christopher, Grandmaster Sexy, however y'all know him, will be in town this weekend at a D1W Independent show here in town. Uh, I may go to it and I may get something signed by Brian Christopher and tell y'all about it next week. But I don't know. I've had a chance two or three times to get Brian Christopher's autograph, and I never did. Um, Mainly because his attitude and like I was at a show in Cookeville, Tennessee, and he was hanging out by the men's bathroom with like underage girls and stuff. Just really didn't dig that shit. I mean, he's got talent in the ring, but that kind of shit I just not real fond of. Uh, the second guy that I met on the day was, or we're gonna talk about tonight, was Typhoon. You remember Typhoon? I got this 8x10 signed by him as well with Earthquake. And back here, uh, Typhoon also signed right there under Tatanka, as you can see. When he was in WrestleMania 8, I had him sign it. Uh, I had him sign this. This is pretty much full. I got enough room for probably two names down here, a couple in here, but yeah, I got Typhoon to sign this. He was a really, really nice guy. I talked to him. His real name is Fred Ottman. I talk to him all the time on Facebook. I'm trying to get an interview with him. Uh, but when I went up to see Ty, he actually, now that I think about it, this picture right here, gave me for free. I didn't have to pay for it. It was a really cool deal. But I asked him about being in tag teams and stuff, and he said he loved Team Earthquake. He said he remembers the SummerSlam at Wembley Stadium uh, when they fought the Road Warriors, I think it was. That's what he said. And he said like 2 weeks before that, Michael Jackson had set the all-time attendance record, and then they came in, and the WWF broke it, and he said that really let him know how big the WWF was at the time. But he talked about tagging, how great it was tagging with Hogan and stuff like that. Uh, Really, really nice guy. If you ever get the opportunity to meet him, and I will go on record to say that he wasn't one of my favorites of all time or anything like that. But everybody does remember him, and I will go on record to say this: he is the nicest professional wrestler that I have met, hands down. Really nice guy, big dude. He's actually lost weight, but he's just a built dude, man. And Typhoon, Fred Ottman, tugboat, shopmaster, whatever you want to know him as. Then the third guy that we're going to talk about tonight that I met was Marty Janetty. Um, I met Marty Janetty. He was also another excellent guy to meet. He also signed right here. You can see Marty Janetty. Um, you know, Marty Janetty. A lot of people knock him, over the years or whatever, or say he's a drug addict, this and that. But one thing I told Marty, when I was leaving, and I hope I made his day because I know I put a smile on his face, but I just told him, you always were better than Sean. To me, I don't care what nobody says, And he was like, "Thanks, man, but please don't tell Shawn Michaels that." But he's definitely one of those guys that I liked as a kid. Um, I thought he got a raw deal with the Intercontinental title. I thought he should have been held longer. But everybody knows Marty Jannetty that never watched wrestling, and you know, I think Marty Jannetty was a little bit underappreciated of what he did. Uh, People make fun of him and stuff like that, but you know, I love to meet Marty Jannetty, and I tell you what, if I ever had opportunity again, and I don't care, um, I tell my wife, we got to get some extra money out the bank account because Marty Jannetty's going to be there. This is how I am. But and then the last guy that we're going to talk about, outside of Bobby the Brain Heenan, this was another of the main reasons that I went to this Heroes and Legends 3, was George the Animal Steele. Now, he was the last guy that I met on the night. I waited and waited and waited and waited. His plane, something happened with his plane. He was like 4 hours late. Dude showed up like 30 minutes before the show started. But I hurried up and got in line. I was the second person to get an autograph. I got an 8x10 from George the Animal Steele, as you can see here. If you see that doll right there, if you look close on the beginning of this video, me and George Animal Steele are fighting over this doll right here. And he's like, come on, man, let's fight over this doll. It was cool. It was an experience I'll never forget. George Animal Steele is a pioneer in this business. Gosh, he's been around forever. He was also a really, really nice guy. After he signed autographs and the show started, he just sat back at the table, kicked it. Was knocking back a few Budweisers as I seen. Really, really nice guy. Guys like this, like Bobby Heenan and George Animal Steele. I hate to put a sour note on the end of this video, but guys like that aren't going to be around much longer. And me being a wrestling fan, it really, really is something special for me inside to be able to meet these guys. Because without guys like that, they built what we have. They're the main reason that a lot of these guys are in the business today. But definitely special moment meeting George the Animal Steele. That's all the meet and greet. Like I said, I'm not going to a meet and greet. I'm going to a parking lot meet, and I'm going to meet Jeff Jarrett soon. That'll be cool. But whenever I get some more autograph signings, I'll share them with you guys. I think I'm close to like 60 autographs now. Something ridiculous like that. But I'm glad you enjoyed my videos. Keep watching. Support independent wrestling. Like I always say, get your money and pay your bills. And take care of your kid. Peace.